championship leader, Aslan Shah Kamruzaman, and they are away. It's a decent start from Ahmed Yudhistira. He looks like he's just got a little bit of a charge, and Zakwan Zaidi is forced into second place by a decent start from Dimas Eki. Well, Zakwan would have liked to have been leading going into the first lap, because then he can begin to maybe control and dominate the race, but he's going to have to do a little bit of work.
Yeah, I got to do a little bit of work, and of course Dimas Eki is a rider. It's very hard to pass him here, so he's a really hard braking rider.
16 laps of the track, so plenty of time, but you would just like to get a little bit of space between you and the rest, as Zakwan this time goes on the inside as they come into the chicane, and that's a good movement by the Malaysian. Zakwan Zaidi, we must remember, he's still a young racer himself.
Yeah, he's still young. I mean, he's what, 22 this year? Yeah.
Yeah, 22 this year. And he's in the lead at the moment. He was the pole sitter on the Musashi Bunsu Honda racing team. And behind him he's got Dimas Eki, Tiger Harder being pulled into that slipstream. I'm looking for the Kawasaki's behind. Aslan Shah is there, and Ahmed Yudhistira just a little bit further behind.
I think Yudhis is now maybe fifth now, yeah.
Indeed, the green livery of Yudhistira fifth, and Aslan Shah Kamruzaman is in seventh place. Easy to pick out the green bikes as they go over. It's Zakwan from Tiger Harder, from Dimas Eki, Kaichik Kreisart and Yudhistira complete the top five. Jalermpol sixth, Aslan Shah seventh, and Yuki Ito has in eighth place, so he's dropped down one. Ratapong ninth, Yamada 10th. I'm looking for Ant West, who started 11th.
And West, I think 13th place. I think he's have a bit of problem with his machine there.
He's in the yellow livery just at the back of that little group that we're trailing. But it's Zakwan from Harder, from Dimas Eki.
Looks like Tiger Harder is really riding well this track.
Yeah, bike number 23 is Tiger Harder. And he's the one who's put pressure on Dimas, although Dimas has gone on the inside. And the Indonesian replacement rider. He's always one to watch. Best lap so far comes from Harder, 1:32 mark, but Zakwan Zaidi is the man who's in the lead. Ahmed Yudhistira from the Kawasaki, still in fifth place. Can't get past Kaichik Kreisart, who's got himself into fourth.
Yeah, I mean, you can see Yudhistira there is trying to get along with Lecha there. So I think Yudhis is quite consistent here. I've seen him riding here yesterday, and he's quite consistent here.
As they come through at the end of lap number one, it will be Zakwan. Sorry, end of lap number two. Zakwan leading away from Dimas and Tiger and Data and Yudhistira to Lermpol. Yuki Ito's got himself ahead of Aslan Shah Kamruzaman, Yamada, Ratapong and Tatsuya Yamaguchi. And West has got himself ahead of Clement Kubo, but he's a second and a half down is West. I do keep an eye on him because he was such a thrilling victor in Suzuka and in Buram before the race was turned against him.
Yeah, because I think he had a engine failure yesterday, in practice 3. So I'm not sure about his engine. What have you done to the engine?
Well, Zakwan Zaidi's been pushed back into second place now. And the man who's ahead of him is Dimas Eki. I do say the Indonesians do love to race on this track. They love to get victories in front of their home supporters. And Dimas Eki is leading the way midway through lap number 2.
Yeah, you can see Yudhis is there with Tiger Harder, and Dimas is trying to pull away now, and I don't think he will do that. I don't think Zakwan will allow him to do that.
Though Zakwan needs to be wary that he's also got Harder right on his tail. Yudhistira not exactly being dropped, but not being able to put too much pressure on Tiger Harder. And Kaichik Kreisart is there as they come into the final 2 corners, the Indonesia corner, before they'll come into the final home straight for the 3rd time. And it is Dimas Eki hunkers down over the handlebars and has a nice lead of 0.347 from Zakwan, Tiger, Yudhistira, Kreisart, Jalermpol, Ito, Aslan Shah 8th and Ratapong.
I mean, looking at the way Dimas Eki is riding, he's sliding a lot here, so we still have another 13 laps more to go. So they're all using soft tires, so we got to keep an eye on the tires as well.
Yeah, although conditions are good, there is wear and tear.
Yeah, wear and tear.
You have to protect your tires.
Yes, if you're doing too much sliding, you're sliding around, so your tire definitely will wear off. So gotta keep some rubbers for end of the laps here.
It is one of the privileges of being a commentator. After the races, you can go down and see how much damage has come to the tires. I'm always astonished how much mark they've lost, how much grip and how much tread doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, no more. You can see the small dot hole on the tires, they are all gone.
But at the moment, as they do slide a little bit, they trust their tires as they've got to. They trust the track as they must. Challenging though it is with the slight bumps and the retarmacking, but Dimas Eka slides that back wheel.
Yeah, I mean, you can see the top 5, they have 3 different manufacturers there. They got Honda, they got Kawasaki, and they got Yamaha. So actually it's a very interesting race to watch as well.
Dimas Eka lapping at 1:30.203 as he goes across the line ahead of Zakwan and Tagahada. Yudhishthira, Kreisart, Chalermpol ahead of Yuki Ito. Aslan Shah still not being able to make any kind of an impression on the leading group of 6. And as Yudhishthira has a looks on the inside, Yudhishthira has gone up into 4th.
Yeah, he's gone up to 4th now, so Yudhishthira really worked hard to try to get into the podium position now.
Aslan Shah in the other green bike just at the back of that group. You've ridden. How difficult is it to ride and control when you've got a hand injury? Broken knuckles, wasn't it?
Finger, I think.
Fingers, wasn't it?
So I think it irritates you, but once you wear the glove on, you don't think of that anymore.
It irritates you.
A little bit.
There's a different mentality amongst you riders, I tell you. Oh, and Yudhishthira has lost the space there to Eka Kreisart. Good movement from Kreisart. Up at the front, Zakwan has been pushed back into 3rd place as well. And Kreisart into 4th. So now Zakwan going backwards and under pressure from Eka Kreisart. Ahead of him, he's got Dimas Eka and Tagahada.
Yeah, I mean, like, Tagahada is really riding really well. You can see here, I don't see him riding so well other races except, now he's doing... Oh, somebody's down there. I think that is Yuki Ito, I think.
It is indeed Yuki Ito, which is a huge problem for him because he was second in the title charge, Yuki Ito, and this will mean that he will pick up 0 points today. You just got to keep your concentration.
Yeah, you got to concentrate. A bit of mistake there, that's it. You're gone. You're down on the ground there.
Harder maintains that 2nd spot. Dimas Eka is really turning on the power. Dimas lapping 1:30.203, the fastest lap of the race so far as we look at Yuki Ito.
Yuki Ito, you can see, I think, he lost the front there. I think he went in too hot there.
So Ito is out. I think he's back up and will be trying to at least salvage a point or maybe more, because there is only 18 starters, so getting back on the track, you've just got to get something from every race.
Yeah, try to get some points if you can continue.
Zakwan has dropped down to 4th because Eka Kreisart has now taken a top 3 place, and Zakwan from 1st inside 2 laps has gone back into 4th, and now Ahmed Yudhishthira is putting him under pressure. What's going on with Zakwan?
I'm not sure, but looks like he don't have any problems with the bikes, I feel. So I think he maybe lost concentration a bit on the corners when Eka just coming, because the race is so close, a bit of mistake, that's it.
Dimas Eka, no mistakes from him at the moment as they come round the double right-hander. Tagahada, good position, but look at Kreisart in a very aggressive stance. Goes past, crossover, start, finish line. It'll be Dimas, Tagahada, Kreisart, Zakwan, Ahmed Yudhishthira, Chalermpol. Aslan Shah now moves up to 7th ahead of Ratapong. Anthony West is into the top 9 as well. And Yuki Ito, I'll see if he has got back on his bike. He's obviously not crossed the start-finish line yet, but I'll let you know about Yuki Ito.
Yeah, you can see Eka already passed Tagahada there. So now Eka is, I think, he's doing really well to follow Dimas Eka there.
And going into 2nd, Eka Kreisart. He's really on a run. The Yamaha Tyre Racing team. Dimas Eka leads the way. Kreisart now in 2nd. Yuki Ito has in fact crossed the start-finish line, 37 seconds behind the leader. Sharath Shankar Kumar is 6 seconds ahead of him, but Ito is in 18th place, but that's at the other end of the track.
The other end, so whatever it is, Yuki Ito trying to get some points, you know, before the race finish.
This, though, is the battle for P1 with 10 laps to go. Deicha Kreisar really has burned some rubber in this first 6 laps.
Yeah, I mean, like, Deicha really did really well there. If you can follow the Dimas Eka there.
And Zakwan is going backwards. Amadou Stera has taken Zakwan's riding.
I'm not sure what's wrong with Zakwan, and looks like nothing wrong with him.
Maybe just trying to conserve his energy because there's an awful lot of racing going on there. As Deicha is overtaken by Tiger Harder on the start-finish line. Dimas leads from Harder. Kreisar, Yudhishthira, Zakwan, Chalernpol. As Yudhishthira goes inside Deicha Kreisar now. And Yudhishthira is now into the top 3, and Kreisar goes from 2nd to 4th inside 2 corners.
Yeah, you can see Yudhishthira is, you know, trying everything to pass Deicha there.
Zakwan is in 5th, behind him Chalernpol. How far behind is Aslan Shah? He's another 2nd down on Chalernpol. He won't be in this shot because this is the battle for P1 that we're watching, in which Dimas Eka is thrilling the home crowds. The replacement rider is showing that he's a darn good replacement rider.
Yeah, a good replacement rider. But the only thing is, I'm looking at Dimas now, is too much sliding on the bike, you know, on the tires. So I'm worried that the tire won't last if, let's say, you keep on sliding like that.
Well, remember where you heard those words first. We're approaching the halfway mark, and Dimas Eka does have the lead, but is throwing the bike around the corners. Rather more sedate behind him, but just keeping in the slipstream is Tiger Harder, the youngster who sometimes can be reckless, and Amadou Stera, who's fun, followed by the experienced Deicha Kreisar, followed by the championship leader Zakwan Zaidi. It's a terrific race as we approach the midway point, and still it's the Indonesian Dimas Eka who leads the way.
Yeah, Dimas, and of course Tiger Harder, you can see his riding is so smooth there, you know, he seldom moves and sliding too much, and the rest of the rider keep on sliding, even Yudis as well.
Ratapong has overtaken Aslan Shah. Sorry to cut you off there. Aslan Shah is going backwards as well. For Malaysia's top riders, this has not been a good first 8 laps.
No, not good for Aslan also, because he's leading the points, and I mean, other riders pass him, and sure, you know, the points will be deducted.
But for Amadou Stera, he's now up into 2nd. He's got himself ahead of Tiger Harder. Zakwan is being chased by Chalernpol. So Zakwan has gone from 1st to 5th inside 3 laps, and now he could be under pressure from 6th. Behind them, that's a better chase there from the green of Aslan Shah Kamruzaman, and behind him he's got Ant West.
Yeah, you can see Anthony West there. I mean, they're closing in. He's closing in there.
Ant West can appreciate that there's still a long way to go in this race. We're barely midway through. Dimas Eka and Amadou Stera have been aggressive in their riding. Zakwan is in 5th. Deicha was having a look on the inside and does again on Tiger Harder. Deicha goes through the inside of Tiger Harder. So Deicha Kreisart, who's been 2nd, 3rd, 4th, back now into 3rd place as Amadou Stera holds on. Aslan Shah Kamruzaman tries to get into the front lot as Dimas Eka, Yudhishthira, Kreisart, Harder, Zakwan are the top 5. Chalernpol, Aslan Shah, Ratapong and West, followed by Kubo completing the top 10. Kazma Daniel is in 13th, Nagoye 14th, Noriyuki Haga 15th. Yuki Ito has overtaken Hazono and has got himself up to 17th place.
Yeah, he's still got 2 places to go and get some points there. So looking at this this group, Aslan and Anthony West there. So looks like Anthony West have got the riding back and the suspension, everything there. So looks like he's working for him, the machine.
This is the battle for P7. Aslan Shah on the Kawasaki in the green, and West in the yellow. Winner, back-to-back winners in Suzuka. And West, a familiar right foot down. He just is under pressure himself, though, from Ratapong in the red livery. There is Ratapong, bike number 59, the tie. We're back now, though, for the race for P1, where Amadou Stera is working hard to keep the race leader Dimas Eka in contention. Zakwan just holding off Chulernpol. So many subblocks.
Yeah, I mean, so many. I mean, these 5 riders can win the race. We still have another 7 laps more to go. So, well, keep your finger crossed, hope that, you know, they'll really fight it out later on.
It's a 16-lap race. When does tire degradation come into play?
Maybe another 4 or 5 laps more. And then the last 3 laps will be when they try to push to the limit.
We're seeing the main straight there at Sentul. And the man who's been leading for the last 4.5 laps is Dimas Eki. Juda holding on. Deja Kreisart has got himself back up into 3rd place ahead of Tiger Harder. Zakwan looks to be riding consistently without being able to really close the gap on the top 4 ahead of him. He's distant to Tiger, but he's also keeping Chulernpol at bay.
Yeah, he's keeping Chulernpol. I think Chulernpol is like, what, 1.5 seconds behind?
The gaps, what are we? 0.265. The first 4 separated by less than a second. But you're right, Chulernpol is 1 second, half a second behind Zakwan Zaidi. And Zakwan closing in on Haga. As we focus on Deja Kreisart in 3rd place. And the battle, West has got himself ahead of the championship leader, Aslan Shah Kamruzaman.
But we still have 5 laps more, see whether Entity West can catch the front group there.
There is Anthony West as our focal point, but the fastest man on the track is Deja Kreisart. I tell you what, the old fellas are giving the young fellas a run for their money today.
Yeah, all the old fellas are getting faster here.
But the champion, the race leader is Dimas Eki. Yudhishthira behind him. Kreisart in 3rd place as they go over with 5 laps to go now. It's Eki, Yudhishthira, Kreisart, Harder, Zakwan, Chulernpol, West in 7th, Aslan Shah 8th, Ratapong 9th. I'm still going to keep an eye on UK Ito, who's got himself up to 16th. He's overtaken Shankar Sarath Kumar from India, and Ito may well pick up points. I mention him because he's 2nd in the title.
Yeah, I mean, if we can get a point, I mean, any point we'll do, I mean, it's very important in this championship.
And he's in trouble because he crashed out. He got himself, picked himself up, dusted himself down, got back on the bike, and has got himself into 16th place with 5 laps to go. That's though down in 15th and 16th. This is battle for P1. Dimas Eki still leading. We now begin to look at those back tyres a little bit more closely to see if there's any tyre degradation on this bumpy central surface.
At the moment, looking at it, everybody start to slide a bit more here now. So yeah, you can see Deja is sliding more and more here.
A little wiggle of the rear end from Deja Kreisart as Ahmed Yudhishthira and the man in Deja Kreisart in 3rd place. Behind him, Haga. And behind him, Zakwan Zaidi, who's been steady, consistent. Is he just holding something back?
I'm not sure what sort of strategy he's going to use for this race. So looking like he's not really trying to push really hard to get with the front group there.
4 laps to go. Dimas Eki retains the lead. The difference 0.327 and nearly a second ahead of Kreisart. So there is a bit of time for Dimas Eki to play with. And Kreisart has gone back into 4th place because Tiger Harder has taken him. The youngsters gone past the experienced Kreisart, and Zakwan is now trying to close in on Deja Kreisart.
Yeah, I mean, Tiger Harder, you know, I look at him, the way he rides, you know, really smooth, you know, he don't really, a lot of sliding, but he's still there. And I think he got a very good chance of, you know, being 2nd, maybe win the race, I'm not sure.
There's the front 5. Harder, Kreisart, Zakwan. But the man, they are all chasing another slide, and those slides seem to be getting a little bit more exaggerated.
Yeah, they're getting more and more now, you can see, and I think the last 2 laps will be more again.
But he's still in the lead. Behind them, West is closing in on Chulernpol.
I think...
Well, it's good news for Yuki Ito, I can tell you. I think that was Yamada going off.
Yeah, Yamada.
But that means that Yuki Ito, if that is the case, will be into the points in 15th. Here's the top 5. Another slide with 3.5 laps to go. Control it as they come into the final 2 corners on the Idemitsu corner before they come into the home straight. It's Indonesia leading the way with a 1-2. Yudhishthira 2nd, Kreisart 3rd. The pit's a flurry of activity. And Zakwan has made a move in 4th place to get the better of Decha Kreisart. As we look at 2nd place, there is Zakwan Zaidi up into 4th place. And maybe Zakwan now starts to make his move.
Yeah, maybe his strategy is to wait for another 2 or 3 laps. But looks like he's a bit late there. I mean, 3 laps to go, and still got like 2 seconds behind.
Well, he's overtaken Decha Kreisart. He has got harder in his sights. These are the front 2. Still Dimas Eka leading from Amadou Destera from Harja. And there is Zakwan ahead of Decha Kreisart. Zakwan lapping 130.582. Still the fastest lap belongs to Dimas Eka at 130.2. But there is the overall championship leader. Working hard just to try and claw back. There's still 2.5 laps to go. Dimas Eka keeps this consistent racing line. Good use of the body. Amadou Destera follows him. Behind them, West is indeed in 7th. He's closing on Chulernpol. Aslan Shah is holding off Ratapong in 8th place at the moment. And Ito is currently in 16th place. As they come through, the lead for Dimas Eka is 0.334, a second clear of Harda, Zakwan, Decha, Chulernpol, West, Aslan Shah and Ratapong.
Yeah, you can see the lap board there on Zakwan's team. They put their gas, so I don't know what sort of strategy they're going to use. Maybe asking Zakwan to, try to get a good times and try to nail down the 3 front guys there.
But he can't close in on the top 3 at the moment, and now I'm just, after your comments on lap 8, I'm looking at that back tire of Dimas Eka. I can't take my eye off the back tire of Dimas Eka to see how much tire wear there is on there.
But, I mean, he already started sliding in first lap until now. He's still sliding, but I don't know how much. There you can see everybody starts sliding there now.
Having to control. And there they... Was that something flying off, or was that just a bit of...
something just came off. I'm not sure
that
what
was
came.
off Amadou Destera.
Yeah.
In the meantime, Dimas Eka still leads the way. Concerned looks.
Yeah, that's the team manager, Angrono there.
Those 4 have got themselves clear. Kreisart has been dropped. He just now needs to be aware that he can hold off Chulernpol for 5th place. He won't get himself on the podium, Decha Kreisart, but he might pick himself up some useful points in the overall championship. Udestera 2nd, Harda 3rd. The gap between them, 0.713 as they come over the start-finish line with 2 onto the last lap. Dimas Eka, those tyres, they still seem to be standing. He's been in the lead for 9 laps now, Dimas Eka. Amadou Destera 2nd place, and Zakwan Zaidi in 4th cannot make any inroads.
I don't think Zakwan will be able to make it this time. So look at it, Tiger Harda has a very good chance to grab the 2nd place from Udis.
But milliseconds between them as Udestera closes in on the back of Dimas Eka. Will he make a move as they come round the Dunlop corner at the far end of the course? It is Harda in 3rd place, Dimas Eka in 2nd, Amadou Destera, in 2nd, Dimas Eka leading the way. Dimas Eka Pratama, number 20 for Astra Honda Racing. Yeah. What a week for them so far.
Yeah, you can see Dimas taking a different line from Udis, and Tiger Harda just stay behind and just right behind them. So actually we're just gonna go to the last corner.
Udestera takes on the inside, and Udestera goes inside Dimas Eka on the chicane. Udestera has timed it beautifully. Dimas Eka has a look on the inside, cannot get through. What a move from Udestera. A look behind him, and the pressure is on, a slide. Dimas Eka, he looks on the inside of Udestera. Dimas Eka takes the lead once again, and Dimas Eka will go into the final straight in the lead. Udestera 2nd, Dimas Eka takes the victory. Magnificent.
Wow, so close all of them there.
Wow.
Very exciting race this one. Like I say, Tiger Harda really took both of them there just now.
Going backwards, Decha Kreisart is 5th, Zakwan 4th. Anthony West has got himself into 6th because Decha Kreisart has crashed out on the very last lap. Chalenpol, sorry, has crashed out on the very last lap. But what a finale. Ahmad Yudhishthira, he did all the hard work. He got himself into the lead. And then the spirit of Dimas Eka to win it back.
Yeah, I mean, like, that's the risk they got to take the last turn there. I mean, like, Dimas did take different lines, you know, but it goes to Dimas way. So actually the credit to give it to Yudis actually is, you can see he's been sliding so much there in the corners, and they still make it to the checker flag.
Persaingan yang luar biasa menarik baru saja ditampilkan di race pertama kelas Super Sport 600cc, di mana akhirnya Dimas Eka berhasil mengamankan podium pertama diikuti oleh wakil Indonesia lainnya, yaitu Ahmad Yudhishthira dari pabrikan yang berbeda. Kemudian di urutan ketiga adalah wakil asal Jepang, yaitu Taiga Hada. Nanti saya masih akan membahasnya lagi dengan Bung Harlan Fadila, tetapi kita lihat dulu keseruan yang ada di Sentul Sirkuit di Indonesia tentunya dalam seri keempat kali ini, dan kita juga masih menunggu standing point dan juga result dari race pertama di kelas Super Sport 600cc.
No, yeah, this is the last lap. You can see Yudis already ran in, then maximum, then
ya, ini adalah hasil dari yang kita lihat tadi, yaitu di race pertama di kelas Super Sport 600cc. Ini adalah recap di last lap, di mana Yudhishthira tadi sudah berhasil men-take over Dimas Eka ya, tetapi ternyata dapat diambil kembali oleh Dimas Eka, dan ini tentunya persaingan para pebalap antar sesama Indonesia yang sangat menarik sekali untuk disaksikan ya. Wow, dan tentunya juga
gembira sekali ya Dimas. Memang dia banyak perubahannya setelah dia banyak balap di luar ya, di chef ya.
Tepatnya di chef ya, benar sekali.
Dia sangat jauh udah berbeda. Dia fighting spiritnya juga sangat ini ya, sangat bagus sekali sekarang terlihat. Padahal kalau dilihat ini cuma tinggal 2 tikungan terakhir, tapi Dimas dapat bisa mengambil kembali.
Ya, dan ini adalah hasil result dari race pertama di Super Sport 600cc dalam seri keempat kali ini. Dimas Eka Pratama, Ahmad Yudhishthira, dan juga Taiga Hada seperti yang sebelumnya saya sebutkan. Dan jika Harlan sebelumnya mengatakan bahwa kemungkinan besar yang podium pertama adalah Zawon, tetapi Zawon ternyata berada di urutan di luar daripada 3 besar. Dan tentunya hasil ini justru sangat menyenangkan sekali bagi kita, karena 2 wakil Indonesia berhasil berada di podium dalam urutan pertama dan kedua. Tahan dulu Harlan komentarnya, nanti kita akan bahas, tapi setelah ya